Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how polite, how formal, how civilized. Isn't it funny how we dress things up to make them look prettier than they really are? But we're not here for pretty words today, are we? No, no, no. We're here for the truth. The cold, hard, ugly truth that no one wants to admit. So allow me to drop the pleasantries, cut through the fluff, and get right to the heart of the matter. Don't forgive. Nah. Don't forget. Don't forgive. Don't forget. That's it. That's the message. Nice, simple, clean like a good joke. You see, forgiveness is overrated. Oh, they'll tell you otherwise, won't they? The whole world will preach about the virtues of forgiveness. Let go, they'll say. Move on, be the bigger person. But why? Him? Why should you forgive someone who tore you apart? Why should you let it go just because they said so? Because they're uncomfortable with the mess, with the wreckage left behind. No, 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 my friends. That's their game. That's their little trick, their sleight of hand. They want you to forgive so they can forget what they did to you. And that's the real joke, isn't it? You see, forgiveness, it's not for you. Oh no, it never was. Forgiveness is for them. It's their way out, their get out of jail free card, their clean slate. It's a reset button so they can sleep at night, go on with their lives, pretend they're good people. That they didn't break you, didn't shatter your trust, didn't leave you in pieces. But why should you give them that? Why should you play along in their little redemption story? They don't deserve your forgiveness. They don't deserve your peace. They deserve to sit in the mess they created, to drown in the guilt, to choke on the weight of their actions. Because they did it. They did it to you, didn't they? They caused the pain, they did the damage, and now they want to act like it never happened. They want you to let them off the hook, to wipe the slate clean, so they can go on and do it all over again. But we're not playing that game, are we? No, not anymore. See, the truth is, when you forgive them, you're letting them win. You're giving them exactly what they want, a way out. A chance to move on, to forget the past, to rewrite the story. And meanwhile, you're stuck with the scars. You're left with the nightmares, the memories that haunt you, the pain that never quite goes away. You carry it with you every day, while they get to walk away free and clear. So why forgive? Why give them that gift? Why give them anything? Because that's what it is, a gift. Forgiveness is a gift, and not everyone deserves it. In fact, most people don't. Oh, they'll tell you that forgiveness is for you, that it's about healing, about finding peace. But that's just another lie. Another trick to get you to do what they want. They want you to believe that if you forgive, you'll feel better, that the weight will lift, that you'll be free. But let me ask you this, does it ever really go away? Does the pain vanish just because you said, I forgive you? Does the hurt stop just because you decided to be the bigger person? No, it doesn't. It never does. The pain is still there, lurking beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to remind you that it never truly left. Because pain, it doesn't care about forgiveness. It doesn't care about moving on. Pain lingers, it stays, it becomes a part of you. And that's not something you can just wish away with a few pretty words. So why pretend? Why lie to yourself? Why play their game? Don't forgive. Don't forget. Remember what they did to you. Remember every lie, every betrayal, every time they made you feel small, insignificant, worthless. Remember the pain, the anger, the hurt. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it fuel you, because that's the real power, isn't it? the power to remember, the power to never forget. You see, when you hold on to that pain, when you refuse to forgive, you're not weak. Oh no, you're not a prisoner of your anger. You're in control. You're holding on to your power, your strength, your fire. Because that's what they want to take from you, isn't it? They want to take your power, your ability to feel, your right to be angry. They want you to suppress it, to shove it down, to pretend it doesn't matter. But it does matter. It all matters. And the second you forgive them, the second you forget what they did to you, you're handing them your power on a silver platter. You're giving them control over your narrative, your story, your life. You're letting them rewrite the past to suit their needs, to ease their conscience, to make themselves feel better. But what about you? What do you get out of it? What do you gain by letting them off the hook? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All you get is the weight of their sins. All you get is the burden of pretending everything's okay when you know damn well it's not. So don't forgive. Don't forget. Hold on to your pain, your anger, your fire. Use it. Let it remind you of who you are, of what you've been through, of what you've survived. Let it remind you that you are stronger than they ever gave you credit for, that you are still standing even after everything they put you through. And let them squirm. Let them live with the guilt, the shame, the knowledge that they can never undo what they did. Let them choke on the consequences of their actions, because that's what they deserve. That's what they've earned. See, they'll tell you that forgiveness is about closure, about healing, about moving on. But that's just another trick, another lie. There is no closure. There is no healing. There's just survival. There's just getting up every day, carrying the weight of the past, and refusing to let it break you. Because you're stronger than that, aren't you? You're stronger than they ever thought you'd be. And that's the real joke, isn't it? They thought they could break you. They thought they could destroy you, that you'd never recover, never rise again. But here you are, still standing, still fighting. And they're the ones who are broken now. They're the ones who are haunted by what they did. They're the ones who can't sleep at night, who are consumed by the guilt, the regret, the shame. And that's how it should be. Because you don't owe them anything. Not your forgiveness, not your peace, not your understanding. You owe them nothing. So don't forgive. Don't forget. Let them live with the consequences of their actions. Let them suffer just like you did. Let them feel the pain, the regret, the guilt, because that's what they deserve. And you deserve better. You deserve to be free of them, free of their lies, their manipulation, their control. But you don't have to forgive them to be free. You don't have to let go to move on. You just have to remember. Remember what they did. Remember who they are. Remember that they are not worthy of your forgiveness, your kindness, your understanding. Because forgiveness, that's just another way for them to control you, to keep you under their thumb, to make sure you never rise above, never escape the narrative they've written for you. But you're smarter than that, aren't you? You see through the lies, through the manipulation, through the tricks. You know the truth. The truth is, you don't have to forgive to heal. You don't have to forget to move on. You just have to take back your power. And that starts with refusing to give them what they want, refusing to let them off the hook, refusing to let them rewrite the past. Because they don't deserve it. They never did. They don't deserve your forgiveness, your peace, your kindness. They don't deserve the privilege of being absolved of their sins. What they deserve is to live with the consequences. So let them. Let them live with the guilt, the shame, the knowledge that they can never undo what they did. Let them suffer, just like you did. Because forgiveness, it's not a gift you owe them. It's a weapon they want to use against you. But you're not falling for it. Not anymore. So don't forgive. Don't forget. Remember who you are. And remember that they'll never have power over you again.